When Cain and Abel was born, the mobilization fell on Abel. And when Abel came, Abel was able to maintain a channel of communication with God. And after that, Seth and Enos was born. And when the time of Seth came, in the days of Seth, even when Seth was born, they say that a child has been given to us after the order of Abel. But those kind of mobilization, it did not come in the days of Seth. It was when Enos came, and the Bible said the days of Enos, men began to call on the name of the Lord. So Cain and Abel, it fell on Abel. In the time of Seth and Enos, it dropped on who? On Enos. Hi. And after that, we saw Enoch. When Enoch came, it rested on Enoch. And the Bible says Enoch walked with God, for he was not, for God took him. And God dropped the residual of the grace on Methuselah. When Methuselah came, he lived for a long years. And living a long years is a sign of affinity with God. It's a sign of favor. Because like I said, in those days, because of the fall of man, the years of man was reduced. But when Methuselah came, the years was increased. A man that lived for 969 years, it was a function of the life that the father lived, which was Enoch. So it rubbed upon Methuselah that he did not die. He died at an old age. And when he died, he gave birth to Lamech. And when Lamech came, Lamech to lead a channel. And when he left a channel, he gave birth to Noah. And when Noah came with the ark. He now came and he built the kind of ark. And before he left with a covenant that even today we can see the covenant of a rainbow. He left a covenant for us that today, anytime we see a rainbow, we remember a man that walked upon the face of the earth in a time. And then a child was birthed, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And when this three came from the womb of Shem, God brought Cruz. And from Cruz, we saw the Tower of Babel. And from there, God wiped out that generation. And another generation came, which was Terah, which fought who? Abraham. And from Abraham, we saw Isaac and what? And Jacob. That's a point that in every generation, in a family, God picks somebody to drop a baton for the generation. In every family. That's why in the days of Joshua, when there was an evil in the camp and something was lost, did you look at the procedure they used to find? They used it from tribe to clan, from clan to what? Families. Big Omakadali. They trace it down. That's how we find things in the realm of the spirit. We find it down from our tribe to our clan down to the family. We find it. So when we talk about my generation, we need to come back to the family and check where is the baton. Why is it that in your family nobody holds the baton and nobody is concerned? Why is that you are 12 in your house and there's no priest? Why? I was giving us an example about Bishop David Oyedepo. When he was trying to pass the baton, he shared it to what? To two of his sons. The two sons, he passed it to two of them, and on Sunday we sit down on the chair and watch his sons preaching. At that time, he's now a father watching his son in his generation doing exploits. So the question we should ask ourselves today, even as we go back to our various destinations, one of the questions we should ask ourselves today is that in my family, who is holding the baton? Who is holding what? The baton. That you can be do. You will know that the battle is on your elder brother, and you will not fight with him. You will know that the battle is on him. That the battle is on him. Because when Jacob and Esau come, the war started where? Two nations were fighting. When they were now born, it was now a war for the battle. And the blessing rests upon Jacob. And I see bless Jacob and drop what the blessing upon him. And I see, and Esau said, I will kill him, and he ran away. The battle for a generation. It starts in a family. From a family, then it have impact upon a generation. And when the Bible speak of David, he said, and David served his generation by the will of God, and he slept with his father, and he saw corruption. At 13 and verse 36, we are still going to pray, we are still going to cry. And our cry today is the Lord upon Kanu, upon Kanu. The reason why I'm calling Kanu is that there is a principle of scripture that when you pray for your friends or you pray for a territory, you too, you will have a dividend of that kind of prayer. So we are still going to pray for Kanu, because there are many people that God has sent into various places, but they have used that place as their destination, whereas God has sent them there to serve a generation. You can collect a job, but you know that you have 6 months there. After 6 months you resign, not because you are proud, you know your assignment. That even the bank, he said there is a contract. Before they tell you, you yourself, you know that what is a contract. That after 1 year you are done. You are done. You are done. You are done. If they say hard work, you are done. I was sharing that Abraham, when he received his mobilization letter, he did not walk it back. He went. The reason why today they will send you to a place after you have prayed in tongues and you have trust God, and later you now tell us that you have trust God, that wherever they send you, you will go. And they now send you to Meduguri, and when you receive it, say Meduguri, and you blow it on men Kadavi, hello Meduguri, Loma Safi, and you smuggle it back. Is a sign, man of God, that oh my, that we are measured. That when there is a mobilization, you become like Paul. That even when the prophet come and say, if you go there you will die, you say, for me to live is Christ, for me to die. My generation, we must rise. In a family, men must rise. Men must rise. So we are going to pray upon the shores of Kanu, that there is going to become an alignment that will be better this night. That somebody will just be in his office and a consciousness will dawn upon him that this thing you are doing is wrong. Somebody can be in an office where his time has expired and a consciousness will come upon him that what you are doing is wrong. Somebody that is in a place that God has kept him for the kingdom, but is living for the world, a consciousness will come upon him that he has not been doing the will of the Father. And at that time you began to cry that my generation. Can we, for the last time, we are going to lift up a cry for Kanu, that upon Kanu, upon Kanu, upon Kanu, upon Kanu, upon Kanu, let men be mobilized. Upon Kanu, let men be mobilized. We are there. We speak to you in your office. Can you dance? That in our generation we are so conscious of ourselves, and I said that when men are mobilized by the Spirit of God, that they will love their generation more than they love their life. They will love their generation more than they love their life. That's where Paul said, for me to live is Christ, for me to die is gain. When you are called into the banking sector and there's corruption and you don't care, you are called into the teaching ministry, maybe in schools, and there's much atrocity going there, you do not care, and you are called. You are called into the ministry and you pray for somebody and the person is not even healed, and you know the person is not cured, and if the person call you and tell you that, man of God, this thing you prayed for about, it has not come to pass, and only what you will say is that God will do it, and you went to sleep, we do not care. My generation, we don't care. From January to February, true to God, it is now more clear to me that my measure is small, because there are some things God brought my way and I engage on them, and I discovered that my measure was small. My anakado, I was, I mean, that you are angry, you're upset, you're now asking God, what is it that you are not doing? Have you ever come to a place where you're asking God, the Lord, well, you know I'm fasting, well, you know I'm praying, and I've been praying, so what's the problem? He came to a time I was asking God, how did you even measure people? Now up till now, I'm not measured. How did you measure? How did you measure? These are questions of men that are conscious of your generation. Men that are conscious that something bad is going into office and you are losing your peace. Not only in ministry, even in your office, you are losing your peace. That's a sign that there is a calling. There is a someone inside of you. There's an unrest inside of you. And when we come, sometimes we say, yes, have a burden for my generation. And when we view your life, we see that they are not proofs that they say that is a burden in your life. And when Apostle came, Apostle was saying that the burden in your life is going to define the path that you pass. He said the burden that you carry, it is what will define your path. It means your burden is what describes who you are, because your burden can disconfigure you. When John the Baptist came, the kind of burden drove him into the wilderness, and the Father was assuming that he would come to assist him in the priesthood. But the kind of burden that rests upon him was such that you can lead him in the wilderness. So we need to ask ourselves, what kind of burden, what kind of love do we have? Do we really have a love for our generation? Can we take a short silent prayer? Just ask God for 2 minutes. Lord, let my burden for my generation, Lord, walk on my burdens. Just a 2 minute silent calm prayer. Just go on soft tongues, soft tongues. Mahaflina habreto, habila haraskivati. Just in case you know you have a burden and your burden has gone cold. Your burden has gone cold. Your passion has reduced. Say, Lord, 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 let my burden burn like a lamp. Let my burden burn like a candle. Let my burden burn like a lamp. Let my burden burn like the 7 golden candlesticks. Let it burn again. Ayaskuvena, ayasulashtha presta filahabi.